Hi everybody at My French Life. I'm Melissa here in the 11th arrondissement of Paris, outside of the Librairie L'Impromptu. We're going to go inside and have a little look at this bookstore with the owner, Jérémy. Here is the front of the bookstore with all the book displayed. They change it twice a month or so. You have some classics and some contemporary novels. Go inside. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Here are Candice and Jérémy, both working here. So we're going to take a little look, Jérémy.
Yes, of course.
So here is your
Do you need
beautiful...
some help?
Well, can you explain to us the sections in the bookstore?
Yes. Let's start by the beginning.
Yes.
When you enter the library, you have this table, this one, who's the most popular table you have in menuiserie history. I don't know how you say that.
Carpentry.
Yes, of course. And this is a section, a selection of books by thematic.
Mm-hmm.
For now, this is the 90s.
Okay.
90s.
So,
you have-
so books
yes,
set in the 90s.
like Blur versus Oasis,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
a story who took place in the 90s.
And here we have a book that won the Prix Goncourt, the most
3
prestigious
years ago? Yes,
yeah,
3
French
years ago.
award, Nos enfants après eux. Okay, we'll continue the tour.
Yes. You have all the new books.
Okay,
From now, this is the rentrée littéraire.
rentrée littéraire.
This phenomenon you have each year in August, September.
Mhm.
This is clearly a racing for literary prizes.
Yeah. So a lot of books are
Just
published.
waiting
Yeah.
to be rewarded.
Because in France, you really have this culture of literary prizes
Yes.
at the beginning of the year, in the fall. It's very important.
This is this belief you are gifted. So when you have this gift, this award, you're the most gifted of all.
So it's good for, very good for the book, the book selling afterwards,
Of course,
right?
when
Yes.
you have the Goncourt, you know you sell a lot. This is why the dotation of the prize is €1.
Oh, really?
Only €1, yes.
Okay.
But you sell for 1 billion just after.
Who won last year? Do you remember?
L'Anomalie.
Oh, yes.
Hervé Letellier.
Did you like that book?
Yes, it was really great.
Okay. L'Anomalie.
L'Anomalie.
So,
On this side,
yes.
we have all the independent publisher.
Okay.
The little one
Mm-hmm.
we like the most. You have this one coming from Quebec.
Yes.
I know you like this one particularly.
Yes, I like this author. He's a good writer.
This is where it's important for us to be a bookseller and not only sellers, because we can offer diversity in literary.
Yeah, so you have the big famous literary publishing houses, but you also have the smaller
The
ones.
little one, yes,
and
of course.
very well displayed. We can see them, they're
This
not
is
hidden.
a really table, and you have all order by a publisher,
Okay.
Kidam. This is where you have re-expression, a new creation of the French writer.
Mm-hmm.
Poetry there.
Poetry. Where is poetry?
This is just there.
Okay.
This is a mess.
Poems.
Here we have the only exception in the bookshop, because we have chosen to order the books in alphabetical order,
Mm-hmm.
but Asian literature
Oh.
is there.
Okay.
Chinese, Japanese, because we have a really big demand on this this
So
region
it's
of
very,
the
very
world. Yes.
popular here, Asian
Not like
literature.
American one, you can find this here, but not
Okay.
for Asian.
So you have a special section for Asian literature.
Yes, just there.
Great.
I'm sorry for my English.
It's
just a
great. Your English is
catastrophic one.
perfect.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm just French.
The French accent is good.
The French accent is good.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's good.
It's Oliver. I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a call.
I'm calling him back later. This is the. Let's continue. We have a Sillage. This is a really good publisher.
Sillage.
Sillage.
Okay.
We have this. This. How I can say this. This is important for them to translate correctly and take again translation that already exists.
So Sillage takes books in other languages and translates them into French?
Mostly, but French too.
Oh, they have French writers too? We'll show the books. They're lovely. Sillage.
One section where we're proud of is just there.
I just show them a Sillage book. Very beautiful, beautiful books. Yes.
We're proud of one thing too. This is our section about plays.
Plays, okay.
We have all books about this publisher who's L'Arche Éditeur,
okay.
specialized in plays, international,
Contemporary
French.
or classics?
Contemporary.
Okay. L'Arche, which means the arch, the arch.
Yes, and other stuff.
This is theater too?
Yes,
Okay.
but most generality. Here we are, what we choose to put en avant.
That you've decided to put forward.
This is just,
that's it.
yes, just a zoom. This is for a short period. This is another publisher. We like publishers. So,
That's great.
Le Sonneur with Jim Tully, because I'm a great fan of Jim Tully
Okay.
or Martha Gellhorn. So we chose to put them here and let people discover this work.
It's a beautiful display like that. I love it. Very aesthetically.
On
Charming.
this side, this is non-fiction. You have history,
Yeah.
social sciences. We still work with a publisher, which was to put them together. You have Amsterdam, who analyzes all the social phenomenon. And this is the same. We have here feminism, here all about racism or ethnicity.
You have environment too, right? I think books about ecology, environment.
Yes, of course, just there. Up.
Okay.
We are really in critical science. We want to promote this aspect about social and critics
Okay.
about social
You
phenomena.
really have a vast array of social and social sciences books. It's
This is
it's
linked
impressive.
to my scholarship, because I've done sociology, political philosophy.
Oh yeah, you were.
So you have this reflection on there.
You were a
yes.
graduate student in philosophy and political science, right?
I did, yes.
And then why did you decide to open a bookstore?
Because in France you don't have money to to do research. This is a really dark matter. So I said to myself, it's time for me to work and to do whatever I want to do. So
And you like books, and
Yes.
you had this idea. Amazing. But it's a lot of work, right? It's hard work.
it's a lot of work. But I have the idea before with my mom for her to cook, to make her pastry, and me to read to sell books.
And the dream came true.
Almost. I'm alone here.
Yes, it's true. But your mom does sometimes cook
Yes,
some
of course,
cookies and stuff. Delicious.
And we have English books here.
Yes. Here. And also
We have some
here.
of the famous one.
Like
We
what?
have Dune, for example.
Oh, Dune.
Yes, with the film.
The movie
Yes.
just came out.
You
That's
have-
English book too, right?
Yes. All thriller. This is the essays of that novel, plays, and poetry there.
Great. And you were going to show us another book?
Yes, Sally Rooney, for example,
Yes.
was expected. at
Great
its time.
Irish young author.
Yes, really popular.
I really like Sally Rooney.
One of I like the most is Jordan Tenayel,
Yes.
Milan. His first novel. He has just released a new one. This is like a philosophical novel. This is really important to read. This one is coming from Canada.
He's Canadian,
It's Canadian, of course.
like me,
Another one.
but English
Yes,
Canadian.
another one.
I'm from Quebec.
He's originally a writer of plays.
Okay, dramaturge.
Dramaturge, yes. Dramaturge.
No, that's French. Dramaturge. In English, playwright.
Yes, I was
playwright.
So, and you have there, and all about art, is just there.
Oh yeah, so you have art
Near
books.
close to our musical section. All about music.
And do you have so all the musical books? Do you have graphic novels and bande dessinée cartoons?
Yes, we open another bookshop, just 2 meters.
Across the street.
Yes, just
Wonderful.
We put there all the children books and graphic novel, manga.
So you have 2 bookstores now,
Yes.
L'Impromptu.
Yes.
That's great. And can you give us a little tour of the coffee space, because it's also an interesting fact about your bookstore.
There you are. You can see it.
Because
Use Wi-Fi, take a coffee, a tea.
yes, because you have the beautiful
This is
counter.
yes the bar,
Yes.
and we do some events around the wine. We change our region and producer, and this is a good way to communicate literature and wine.
So it's each 20th of the month.
Yes, this is called the vin du mois.
Yes, because vin in French means 20 and wine.
Yes.
So le vin du mois is a word. It's a word play actually. And you also have a lot of events in general at your bookstore,
We
right?
try
Yeah.
to make literature possible to people. Read isn't easy, isn't hard to. You have to find the perfect book to start your adventure.
Yes, so it's a very democratic way of seeing
try.
literature.
Yes,
Everybody
we
can
try-
have access
we
to
try
it.
to create that.
And can you tell us what is an upcoming event that you have in your bookstore?
The next one on Wednesday is about gender. This is this one. It's an essay about gender to try to understand all the various names you have when you say LGBTQA plus. What's the L? What's the G? The T? The B?
It's a very important subject matter.
Yes, of course, and this is well done.
Can we see the name of the book for the people? Le genre, so gender.
You know what is asexual?
What? Sorry.
Asexual.
Asexual means that has no sexual desire, I guess.
Yes.
Yes. So it explains all the words. That's
All the
what
words,
it does.
and
Okay.
this is a social phenomenon too. How do you explain that to people who can't understand that?
Yeah, so it's very,
This is
very
important,
important.
yes. To have,
Can
so
we see
this is-
the name of the author for people
Yes,
looking
there
at
are
the
two,
book?
Aline Laurent-Maillard and Marie Zafimehi.
So you're going to receive both authors
Yes.
at your bookstore.
Yes.
Wonderful. And before I let you go, can we go to the bar and maybe you can share with me some of your favorite books? Well, we spoke about Jordan Tannahill, but
I took 3.
you want to? We do it
Yes,
here.
I
Okay,
can do
perfect.
it. Kazuo Ishiguro. Auprès de moi toujours is the French title, but this is Never Let Me Go.
Yes.
This is one of my favorites because it destroyed me.
It destroyed you.
It destroyed me. I was so depressed after that because this is the interrogation about what it feels to be alive or not. Was is the use of all that? Why are we alive? And how do you expect to live when you know you're created to death? So this is just an amazing
Yes.
one.
Wonderful author.
Yes,
And
amazing one. Nobel Prize.
this book in French is available at Folio Éditeur. Folio.
Yes, this is the paperback.
The paperback, yeah.
On hardcover, this is Gallimard.
Gallimard, one of the most
I've chosen 3
prestigious French
Gallimard.
houses.
This is not expected. I'm not paid by them. Just to
Gallimard,
clarify.
Gallimard is like one of the oldest and most famous.
Not the oldest,
but one of the oldest.
Yes, but the famous one and
Yes.
the biggest one.
Biggest one in
It's
France.
like an industry. Kibogo et Monté au ciel, Scholastic Mukasonga is one of my favorite authors.
Scholastic Mukasonga is a writer
From Rwanda.
Exactly.
She writes every time about this link between Rwanda genocide and how to I don't know how to say that. How to express yourself through religion, through colonization, through all the effect of history.
Okay.
And this is just true and perfectly chosen in the word. It's delicate too.
Yes, I agree with you. I love this author. So we'll show the name of that's her last book.
Yes,
Kibogo
Kibogo.
et Monté au ciel. Mukasonga. And
This is about
finally,
the leaves. This is amazing.
it's amazing. Great.
Jean-Baptiste Delamot, Le Fils de l'Homme. His last novel. This is the godfather
Yes.
of the bookshop. This is like our sponsor, if you want. His last novel took place in a forest, deep forest. A guy is coming back in his family. Took his family in this cabin.
This little cabin.
This cabin, yes, and this is a silent violence. This is you don't have to say to express it.
Okay.
This is really well written, and
And can you try? Le Fils de l'Homme means in
son of
English
the man.
the son of the man.
this is important because the son, the man, the wife, they have no name.
Okay. So
The man
they are
is
not
the man.
named in
Yes.
the novel.
No, and this is important because this is where nature expresses itself in a human way and in a global way too. It's a really good novel.
Le Fils de l'Homme chez Gallimard
Again,
by Jean-Baptiste Delamot. And just before we leave, do you have little tote bags at your bookstore?
of course I have.
Oh, can we see them?
I'm proud to show that to you.
Amazing.
This is an illustration made by Elsa Escobedo, who offers that to us during COVID-19.
Oh, such a beautiful gift.
Yes.
It's lovely and it's really a great portrait of your bookstore. It looks exactly like that. It's
I hope
wonderful.
you feel the atmosphere.
Yes, completely. Well, thank you so much, Jérémy.
Thank you, Melissa.
You have a beautiful bookstore. So, l'Impromptu, Rue Sedaine.
48,
Yes.
and for the child and
Graphic
and
novels.
comics, whatever you want,
Comics.
on 57.
57. So 48 and 57 Rue Sedaine in the 11th arrondissement near Bastille. So if you guys come to Paris, you're going to be welcome here by Candice and Jérémy.
Whenever you want.
Thank you so much. Merci.
Thank you, Melissa.